Andrew Wilson is a liar and a grifter, alike the majority of the content creation space. One moment he claims that the Crucible is fighting back against degeneracy and converting content creators to Christianity. The next moment, when faced with criticism for the degeneracy that he promotes, he regresses to, "I'm just an entertainer, bro." Andrew is widely regarded as a great debater, yet fails to debate in good faith on a regular basis, habitually committing bad faith, dirty debate practice. It's all about the optical win for Andrew, rather than the intrinsic purpose of debate, conflict resolution, truth. Andrew's constant chasing of social clout, attention, money, and optical wins for his echo chamber of fanboys closely resembles that of an aspiring politician, one of the highest forms of grift that exists today. Although Andrew has denied interest in running for political office, time will show this to be false. Despite the constant nags by Andrew and his fanboys that I'm clout chasing, backbiting, lying, etc., my true interest in this is in continuing to do what I do here in my small content creation space, breaking down videos, ideas, concept, lies, truth, and being a catalyst for people to break free of the ego attachments and pedestalization of false prophets. I'm not here claiming that Andrew is the worst, nor that I'm the best. I don't hate Andrew. I'd like to see him do better, not when it comes to clout or monetization, but rather when it comes to standing on truth and good faith debating conversations. Although there are plenty of worse offenders when it comes to grifting and lying, Andrew decided to call me out as a liar regarding my accurate analysis, and so here we are.
Thank you. Andrew, to you.
Yeah, completely weak opening statement. Let's pick up the energy a little bit so that we can get the grift really moving. Based Oracle has the job of today's debate to prove, not assert based, but prove that I'm a liar and a grifter. So people understand my position is that boring orator over here is just a run-of-the-mill seething idiot, and like most of my haters will come to the table today with no proof of any of his insane allegations. He will instead try to question me as though it's my job to give him his proof I'm a grifter. It's pretty funny, but that's how this always works. Here are just some of boring oscillator's public accusations he needs to prove. Mind you, if he claims he made none of these statements, I have them on video. Clips are ready to go, so we can go through them. 1, breathing idiot has claimed that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Video clip ready if he denies this. I want the proof of this claim, or for Base to admit he made it up and he's a liar. He claims my wife has veneers. Made that up. Total liar. She doesn't. Claims that I paid for him. Need the proof, Based? Where's the proof, Based? I would like the actual proof for this claim as well. He claims that I had more money than I stated during a Fresh and Fit live engagement. Gonna need to see the proof, Based. Gonna need the proof. Not an assertion, not your feelings, not how you feel, but proof, actual proof. He claims I'm an insincere Christian, Christ pill grifting, whatever the fuck that is, and I need to provide, I need him to provide proof. Here's what I'm not here to do. I'm not here to answer a bunch of questions. That's the discovery portion. We are way past that and into the claims portion. There are just some of the insane claims made by Based Oracle that I want him to provide actual proof for. Not innuendo, not accusation, but proof, a thing he is allergic to providing. My position is he'll be unable to provide any victims of my supposed grift or any actual proof of his claims. He'll just keep asking me questions as though I'm supposed to supply him with evidence of his allegations. 1, Andrew chases social clout. What the fuck does that mean? I engage with a lot of people. Andrew's running for political office. Totally false. Have made very clear I have no aspirations to do so. He says, well, time will tell. He has a fucking crystal ball. This guy has a crystal ball. You look at a crystal ball, you could tell, because he's an oracle. Very feminine name, by the way. Oracles are Greek feminine prophetesses. Andrew is a false prophet, he says. I say that Oracle is the false prophet. Also, you notice that he mentioned that I'm monetized. It seems to really upset him that I make a bunch of money. I just want to let you know, Based, since it seems to upset you that you think I make a ton of money, that somebody just sent in a $100 super chat, and I have a feeling they're going to send in a whole bunch more while we're doing this debate. So thanks for that. Thanks for providing the content. With that, I'll yield my time. I'm happy to get into the back and forth of no evidence whatsoever. Can't wait. Sounds great. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. The floor is open.
All right. Well, I appreciate the opening ad hominem attacks, Andrew. Perfectly within your style. With that said, let's get to this first point that Andrew is a liar. So, did you not say to me, a couple months ago now, that this would be my last time to talk to you? This
Not
is
here to
my
answer
last
questions.
chance.
I'm here for you to provide proof of your allegations.
Okay, very good. April 3rd, 2024, during my video, Overly Emotional Male Syndrome, which unironically Andrew decided to pop in during, he made the statement that this would be my last chance to talk to him.
Yeah, on your stream.
Yep. Next instance
And that was
of
the
my
last time I ever
chance.
talked to you on your stream, correct?
Last April 4th, 2024.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're clear on this. That was the last time I ever talked to you on your stream, correct?
No. You didn't say the last time
no,
that you would talk to me on your stream. You said it was my last chance to talk to me.
It was your last chance to talk to me on your stream?
Here's
That's
the
what
proof.
I meant.
April
That's what I meant.
3rd, timestamp, 49 minutes, 50 seconds.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
I meant that the last time I ever was
do
going
you
to talk to you on your
regularly
stream.
say things that you don't actually mean? Because that's not what you said. But here you are saying that's what I meant.
Yeah, you know what context clues are, right? What's a context? What's a context clue?
No. I'm not here to answer your questions.
Oh, well, then
Andrew.
I guess we'll just sit here.
Did
while
you not
provide
state
evidence.
that? Okay, well, I'll go on.
Okay, go on.
April 4th, 2024. Right, so this is next day. Via Discord, you then said that was my last chance to talk with you. Next, May 22nd, around 4:15 a.m. on Glenn Lawrence's stream, that became my last chance to talk to you. Then June 16th, via another Discord message by you, that then became the last chance that I would have to talk to you. And then here we are now, June 28th. And would I be correct in thinking that this is now my 5th last chance to talk to you?
I'm a forgiving guy, Based. What can I say?
Okay, so lies equal forgiveness. I understand now.
That's a lie?
Well, it was a lie the first
I'm sorry,
4
do
times.
lies
We'll
require
see if this 5th
do
time
lies
is a lie.
require intent? You think that I intentionally was telling you a falsehood?
Yes.
Oh, okay, prove it.
By repeatedly stating that lie on various different
Well, no,
occasions.
that's an assertion. You're just asserting it. You're asserting that that's a lie. You haven't demonstrated it's a lie. You just said lies require intent. Prove my intent.
Nobody can prove, other than circumstantially,
nobody can prove
somebody else's intent, Andrew, and you know
So
this.
you can't
This is how
prove.
court
Wait, so
works.
wait, you can't
This is how
prove.
debate works.
You can't
know
prove that I was lying. You can't prove it. Bro.
Well, I would say the proof is reasonable preponderance. Of
Okay,
evidence.
it's reasonable. Okay, well, here, let's get
Yeah,
to.
it's more likely that you're lying than not. Are you
So
aware of what that means?
So you think that I was intentionally giving you falsehoods rather than the fact that I was trying to give you multiple chances?
So
doesn't that seem reasonable?
When did the truth, quote unquote, turn into going back on your word into reasonable chances?
Okay, so have you ever been in a fight with a woman, for instance, Based, and said something like, you know what, I'm done talking to you, and then begun talking to her again shortly thereafter? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you were lying to her.
I was lying to myself.
Oh, okay,
that's
so
for
you're a
sure.
fucking liar. So you're a fucking liar, Based. Is that what you're
I
saying?
did lie. Yeah, I think everyone has
so you're
lied.
a fucking liar. I
Has
guess.
anyone in life not lied?
Well, then I guess
some
so.
point?
So then this debate is that Based Oracle and Andrew Wilson are both liars. Good. That's great.
So you admit it then? You admit that you're a liar?
No, I didn't admit
No,
that. You admitted you're a
but
liar.
You just said.
But I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that we get this right. That you can have your intent with this chick. See, I would be far more charitable because that's the way I am. I'd be far more charitable. What I would say is, if you were in that situation and you said something to the chick like, "I'm done talking to you," and then 2 minutes later you started talking to her again, I would say that your intent there wasn't that you really meant that you weren't going to talk to her, right? That was something which happened, but that wasn't really what the intent was. That's an actual charitable way to view that because I'm a pretty charitable guy, right? Now, I've answered your questions here. Let me ask you mine, if you don't mind. Can you prove, based, that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? And why did you make the claim if you can't?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that. I'll wait.
Right. So looking at your videos with the dono chat goals that were fulfilled,
Yeah.
one can pretty easily add them up.
Good. Let's do
Unless
that.
you'd like to make the argument
No, let's do it.
that unless you'd like to make the argument that the dono chat goals are inaccurate.
Go ahead and do it. Show us that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year like you claimed, based. I'm waiting for the proof.
So you're saying you don't make hundreds of thousands a year, or
I'm waiting for the proof.
You haven't. Right. So you don't want to actually say the truth.
Who made the claim?
You want me to prove your innocence.
Wait, hang on.
That's
I want
what you want me to do?
Wait a second. I just want to make sure I got this right. Did you or did you not say, quote, Andrew provably makes hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube? Did you or did you not say that? Would you like to see the video clip? I'll pull it up real quick if you'd like. Would you like that?
Are you done?
No, I'm asking you. Would you like me to pull up the video clip, and can you prove it or not?
Why would you pull it up when I admit to what I say?
Okay,
yes,
great.
I made that claim.
Cool. Can you prove it?
Yes, I pulled your
prove it.
various videos and added them up into the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Good.
Why is
Then
this
show us.
rocket science?
Show us.
Right, so you're saying you haven't?
Yeah, show us your proof.
No, Andrew, you're saying you
I
haven't.
don't need to make a claim to your claim.
Right, so you're not going to answer. This is just proof of your dishonesty.
There's no
Anyone
proof.
watching can see.
Then show us the proof.
Right. Okay, next point.
No,
Made
no,
the
next
claim
point. No,
on-
next point.
No. Next
I
point.
want, nope.
June
nope,
17th.
We're not moving on until you show the proof, base, or
June
say you don't have it.
17th, that I pulled out of the debate that you
And by the way,
with me
you know what I'll
and
do?
Lawrence.
I'm going to do this just to be as nice and as charitable as I can, even though you don't understand that the burden of the claim is on you. No, based. I don't make hundreds of thousands a year on YouTube. No, based. No, absolutely, unequivocally, I do not make hundreds of thousands a year on YouTube. Now, based, can you prove I'm lying, based?
June 17th,
No,
I had pulled out of the debate.
Based,
No. I know
Based,
you'd like to
let's go
funnel
back,
me
Based.
into your argument, but it's not going to
Based,
happen.
Can you just answer the question?
So I didn't even put out all the lies yet. We can get to that one.
Okay,
but not
can we
yet.
just do one point
so
at a
once
time?
again, yeah, we are doing one point at a time.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
making the
So can you
assertions
make the
as we
proof?
talked about.
Can you show
Did
me
I
the
make
proof?
that assertion yet in today's argument? And
I did. I asked you if you can back that claim up. You said yes. You said I did. You said you could prove it. Now fucking prove it.
Sure.
Good.
On June 17th, that I pulled out of the debate that you had scheduled with Glenn Lawrence, lying to your audience.
Okay, so are you gonna prove that I make hundreds of thousands a year? Can we start with that?
No, we can't.
We
So
can't. You're not.
June
So you
17th,
didn't lie. I'm
June
sorry. We can't move
17th.
on. We're gonna have to, I guess, appeal to the moderator. Can't move on.
Right. So you don't
Yeah,
want to
I can't.
answer the
So,
actual
gentlemen,
questions here, right?
gentlemen, we
I
can
can't move on until you answer the question, base.
Gentlemen, we can either skip that whole talking point altogether and move
No,
on.
I don't think we
or
can.
we
I
actually
think
come
that
back to
based. I think
the-
based Oracle, who
gentlemen,
has
please.
said now multiple
Excuse me for just
times
a second, please. Let me
that
get
he
to my
can
point
prove
here.
it.
If we can at least pull up something or provide some type of information to prove the information,
Yes.
or you just need to remove it altogether.
Yeah, can we do that, base? Can you go ahead and prove that for us?
June 17th brought up that I pulled out of the debate with you that was supposed to be moderated by
I
Glenn
don't understand,
Lawrence.
moderator. Why is he moving the topic?
I'm not moving the topic. This is
I
all
don't
going into your
understand.
line. I have my points one
I've
by
asked
one.
now 15 times.
Gentlemen, if
Based
we are,
you,
gentlemen, if we are going to go point to point, then we
Yeah.
need to do point to point.
point to point.
So if we're going to do that, then we need to stay on that one topic, and
Yeah.
then when that one is settled, we can move on.
Yeah, great. Can you go ahead and throw us the proof now, base?
Yeah, I'm not going to show the proof of all the money that you've made on YouTube, which you just said here and now that you do not make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. So but you did assert, and you said it's provable that I do, right, base?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you prove it then, real quick? We'll wait.
I'm not going to prove the claim right here with all your added up super chats. If I put a number up on the screen, that's not proof. I went and made the math work. Right?
Okay,
I
well,
went
then
back to your
let's do the
streams
math.
and figured it out.
No. Okay, well then let's do that. Let's go through the math. Go
Okay,
ahead.
go through the math.
Go.
Show us
No,
your streams
it's your
where you
claim
had the
base.
dono
Base.
goals,
It's your
and show
claim
us where
base.
that didn't happen.
Based. It's your claim. I don't. You're asking me to
did I
prove a
make
negative.
that claim today? Did I make that claim today?
Base. Would you like to hear the audio recording of you just saying that yesterday?
Did I make that claim?
No,
today?
I'm asking you to prove a claim that you have made that I'm a grifter because I make hundreds of thousands of dollars on
Yes,
YouTube.
I'm not going to prove your income on YouTube today, Andrew.
Because you
That's not
can't?
part of my speaking.
Well, hang on. Can you prove that I make hundreds of thousands?
Sure, I'd be happy to
do
do it. I'd be happy to do it. I'll send you an email tomorrow. How does that sound?
No. It sounds like I
so
need
you don't
that
actually
done.
want the truth. You just
No,
want
bro.
right here and now for us to pull up all your
I
donor
don't
checks.
understand. I don't
Gentlemen,
understand.
gentlemen,
Hang on.
gentlemen.
I don't understand this at all. Maybe Sarah, maybe you can help me. Maybe I'm just dim and I don't get it. But my understanding is that if one says I can prove a claim and then says they have the proof of the claim, and then the other person says to show the proof of the claim, they're supposed to show the proof of the claim. Am I way off base here?
I do agree. Base.
Yeah, I didn't make the claim today about the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I think anyone can go and look for themselves. This is public information for the most part, other than ad revenue.
Okay, where should I go look?
Other than the memberships that you sell, nor is my contention just that you make money. That's not the issue. That's not actually the basis.
Yeah, I know,
of
but
grift.
the thing
you
is,
know that. That's why you're trying to throw a red herring.
my
in
claim
here
is that you're
and
a fucking
avoid
liar.
the
you see.
actual. Oh, okay, sure. So
So
you're going to
since my
try to move
claim
the
is
goalposts
that-
of the debate to based oracle. Is a
Bro,
liar.
you've just proven that you're a liar.
Okay.
You have literally said this. You've said this is my claim. I can prove it. It's totally provable. It's public information. You can prove it. Prove it.
Gentlemen, I
So-
prefer to just move on from this talking
I'm
point.
glad,
We're
but I
gonna-
prefer that we get it squared away. And
Let's-
either
Yeah, no,
admits that
it
he
is
can't
squared away.
prove it.
I will not be proving that aspect.
I feel like
today.
everything's going to be.
So
held
then
up
you're
by
saying, then I need that. Okay, you know what? We can move on. But how about then I get a concession that you cannot prove this claim?
That I will not claim it right here and now. I will not prove that claim that was made on a
No,
different day. I
cannot
will not
prove.
prove it here and now.
Wait, cannot prove that
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
true.
going to derail the whole debate.
So-
which I
so
know
then
that you would like. I know you would
so-
like to derail the whole
Bakes,
debate.
Bakes,
into
can you help
that.
me out here? I'm just curious then. Why did you make that claim if you can't prove it, Base?
It doesn't need to be proven. Like
It doesn't need to be
like the air that we breathe. Anyone can go and look at your dono goals, your fulfilled dono goals. Yeah,
So,
I know public
proof.
information, Andrew. I know.
Okay, where publicly can I go find that information?
YouTube, Andrew. All right, so moving on
Okay.
here.
Okay, hang
Answer
on.
to
Yeah,
June 17th.
That's really weird. Base. Well, Base,
2024
I'm not
made the
willing to
claim
move
that
on
I
yet.
pulled out of the debate. See,
Yeah,
Andrew
I'm
doesn't
still-
want to answer the
still-
question.
I'm still not ready to quite move on from this yet. So the thing is that I am totally willing to move on from this point if you just concede that you can't prove it. But if you keep saying you can, then I'm going to need to see the proof, Base.
Yeah, it's provable. I will not be proving it today. It's not part of this
So
argument. It's
cannot.
not part of this debate.
So you can't prove it?
So was this in fact brought up by either Andrew or Base tonight?
It doesn't matter. The frame of the
I'm
debate.
asking
yeah.
both of you the question because I want to make sure that I'm understanding this correctly. Was the claim that you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, was that part of Based Oracle's argument, or was that part of a piece from you, Andrew?
Well, so the thing is that this man has slandered me multiple times without any sort of evidence at all. He's never provided a shred ever. And here I am. I'm willing to come on and ask him to provide evidence for this claim. Now, let me show you the claim. Let me show the actual claim.
There's no reason. I've
Yeah, I'm
already
going. I
said
know.
that
I know.
made
I
the
know. There's no
claim.
reason. I'm going to go ahead and show it anyway.
So
And I
here's
would just-
Andrew
I would like
attempting
an
to
answer
derail
to-
the debate as usual.
Yeah, I'd like it answered to. I really would, because I don't understand how you can make these slanderous claims.
So how would that be
completely
slander,
slanderous.
by the way? Saying that somebody makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is accurate, how would that be slander?
Well, it's
Andrew?
wait. See how you just said that's accurate? You see how you just said that that's
Okay, so
accurate?
how much have you made in the last year, if not hundreds of thousands?
That's none of your business.
Hi,
But
it's none of my
your
business.
No, it's none of your
Okay.
business. Why would that be your business?
All right, so why are you so curious then?
Why
For
would
me
that
to do
be-
your accounting for you?
Bro, why would that be your business?
Moving on.
Why would that?
June
Well, I mean,
17th
honestly,
made
why
the
would that
claim that
be?
I pulled out of the debate, Andrew.
Why?
Are you going to
Well,
answer to that or not?
yeah, I am. But before
So you just plain lied. That's your answer?
I just said I'll answer to everything. That's what I just said. But just 1 second, I'm pulling this up because I do want you to answer to it. Hang on. We got plenty of time. We still got hours left, right? We can go through each one of
This
these.
is Andrew derailing as
There's no
usual.
derailment. I want an answer to this question.
And I just told you I'm not going to give you an answer. So moving on. Are you
Yeah,
going to
you
answer
don't
my
get-
question, or are you
you
still
don't
trying
get
to figure out how to answer it?
You don't get to move it on until we get the claim taken care of. Okay.
Well, the claim was not made today, Andrew. You're making the claim about my claim.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right?
So are you going to answer the question?
Hang on. Let me pull the clip up and then we'll get to it. We'll get this clip pulled
So
up.
pulling the clip up is going to do what when I just said, yes, I have made that statement.
Okay, Sarah, can you
and
pull
yes,
that?
it is accurate.
Sarah, can you pull that up for me? Okay, great. Here we go. Can you guys hear this okay?
I don't know why this is being pulled up or what this has to do with anything other than Andrew derailing.
I don't know why you're interrupting the clip. Can you just listen to the clip, please? So that we can get this established and then moved on. Okay, so here we go. Don't interrupt it, please.
Andrew, I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it? Okay, hang on.
No.
Hang on. I'll reshare it. Reshare it with the audio.
Just in case anyone was worried that we wouldn't have a good faith debate, Andrew has answered you. We will not.
I didn't clip the share audio tab. Go ahead, and we'll do it again. You should be able to hear it now.
I got nothing.
You still can't hear it? Really?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Play it again.
Okay, here we go.
No, that didn't work either. I thought maybe it was my music. I don't hear it. I'm sorry. Do you want to send me the link? Do you have it clipped or
Okay.
something?
Well, my audience heard it fine. But there you go. It said literally, provably. He says these words. He's literally, provably making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Prove it. Since it's literal, you can prove it. Fucking prove it.
Yeah, not the debate, not the basis of this debate, Andrew. If you'd like to have a debate on that, I'd be happy to entertain it.
Yeah, I don't understand though. So you made this.
So are you going to
accusation.
answer my question after all this obfuscation? And I know
There's no
you're ultra
obfuscation.
charitable, Andrew. Are you going to actually answer my fucking question?
I don't
Have you
know
thought about it long
why
enough
it
yet
is.
that you can actually answer it?
Why should I entertain with you anything when you make
here we
these
go.
wild
Here we go.
accusations but refuse to provide proof for them?
So why did you take on the debate today when that accusation wasn't even made today?
What accusation?
Why take on
was
the
ma-
debate?
Wait, wait,
why take on the
wait.
debate at all?
That you said Andrew Wilson is a liar and a grifter, right?
Yep, and here
Yeah,
I am
my
proving it, and you're interrupting.
My counter to that is that no, Based Oracle is a fucking liar, and he can't prove any of his allegations, including this one he just made yesterday. And as you can see, the entire audience can see, you actually still haven't proven any of those claims. You made them.
Oh, that was my fault. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to move the. I'm so sorry, Andrew. Hold on. Come back. I was just trying to
Rage quit. You've seen it here tonight.
No, stop that. No, I'm so sorry, Andrew.
What a
Please come
rage
back.
quitter.
I was trying to remove the screen that he had sharing. I am so sorry, Andrew. I was removing the spare screen and that was my fault. Please forgive me. Continue, Andrew. It's just to you.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I'm fine moving on. I just wanted to let everybody know that you couldn't prove that claim, that you lied through your fucking teeth.
Sure, because I didn't bring an itemized super chat / revenue list today.
Yeah, should prove it.
Here, which isn't part of my speaking points.
Yeah,
that
prove it.
now I'm a liar. Good point.
Yeah, you are a liar. I mean,
right,
you said
so
that yesterday.
Moving on. June 17th, claiming that I pulled out of the debate with you hosted by Glenn Lawrence. Another
Okay.
lie.
No, that wasn't a lie.
Okay, explain. How was that not a lie?
So it's literally impossible for me to do a debate with you when I ask you for information, you refuse to give me any.
Well, actually, I gave you all the information. I even put up all the screenshots after you put up some of the screenshots.
Okay, go ahead and
the
tell me
last
what the info
one,
was.
including that
Mhm.
you blocked me.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no reason for me not to block you. You came in bad faith. You had already agreed that Glenn Lawrence was going to moderate. You were going to pay for that. I have the clip for that too. Would you like me to? Now, would that clip be relevant based?
Of what?
Of you agreeing that Glenn Lawrence, you were going to pay for Glenn Lawrence to come out for the debate, and then later you said no, he's not going to come out and moderate the debate. You already broke the terms of the debate. Is that okay for me to show?
You
that
know,
clip?
Andrew, ironically, you set the terms, what, 10 or 15 times? You repeated them over and over, and not one of them was me agreeing to pay for Glenn Lawrence.
Okay, well, I got the
In
clip.
fact, you had made the claim that he was going to stay with you and go hunting with you.
Yep.
And, somebody was going to get Dick Cheney'd or whatever. I'm not too privy to all that. But the point is that never came up in all of the times that you went after to put down the terms.
Well, I've got the clip right here, and here's the clip. Are you ready? Okay. Now, I don't know if you can hear this, because apparently if I share something on this stream, I don't know why, but it's not going to get played. But I'll try again. I'm going to try to share the clip one more time so that everybody can hear it. Okay. And this is you agreeing to these exact terms, and that you were going to pay for Glenn Lawrence cost. And then
you're
hang on, I'm
saying
going to
that
show it.
because I didn't agree to pay for Glenn Lawrence, that was me.
Yeah, you broke the contract.
Not okay. That was me breaking the contract.
Yeah, you broke the contract.
So let me ask you a question. Where during our Discord exchange where you blocked me, did you bring that up? Where?
Well, I asked you for additional details, again, in good faith. And the reason I requested those additional details is because you had fired the moderator. So I wanted to know where we went from there. So I said, listen.
Fired the moderator?
So I said, listen. Yeah, you did.
No, no.
You told
when
you
did.
did.
When did I fire the moderator?
You said you refused to pay his cost after you had agreed to do so.
So let's say that you're correct, that I said I refused to pay his costs after I said to do so. How
Well, we
is that
don't
me
even have
firing
to.
him?
Well, we don't even
And
have to say. I'll just show it.
What are his costs? By the way,
Well, I'll just show it. Sarah, can you pull it up?
You're gonna keep just putting up pointless, useless anecdotes?
What do you mean? I'm going to show you the proof. Do you want to see the proof or don't you?
This is not proof.
It's not. How do you know? You haven't even seen it.
Well, I was there, dickhead.
So, well, I mean, obviously you misremember some things here. So do you want to hear it? Here we go. See, make sure you can hear it.
I still have nothing, Andrew. Is it muted on another end on your side?
No, it's definitely not muted on my side. Everybody over here can hear it just fine. There's some type of toggle you must have on, but hang on. I'll try it again. I'll try to share this again and see if we can't figure out whatever this audio issue is that you're having. 1 second. Here we go. Let's just make sure.
I know we've shared screen before over here.
Hang on.
I wonder if it's just the.
Hang on 1 second. So here's how I think we have to do this. I think I have to share the entire screen. So when I tell you to, I'll switch over to the correct stream. You can pull it up. Okay.
Sure.
So there's the screen share. Now hang on.
I'll wait.
Okay. Now you should be able to pull it up. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now you should be able to hear this fine.
And according to what I understand, you also need to cover Glenn Lawrence's travel costs, right?
No, I'm definitely not covering Glenn Lawrence's anything. In fact, I did not stipulate that Glenn Lawrence need be there. Andrew did. So as far as I'm concerned, he can pay for anything with Glenn.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand that. But did you agree to paying for Glenn Lawrence's travel costs?
No.
If you come out to Michigan and Glenn comes with you and you fund all of that and you give me $1,000, I'll do the debate live from my own studio.
Okay.
Well,
I know that you think that proves something, Andrew, but
yeah, can you stop share screen real quick, Sarah?
10 times after this, you stated all of the terms. Not once was that included. The very beginning of you hopping on stream and spurging, did include you throwing that in. Oh, you pay for all costs, which have never been presented to me what all costs are. Obviously, I'd be paying for my own costs to get out there.
Yeah, I don't know. When I try to get additional details, you wouldn't give me any.
I gave you plenty of additional
What did you get?
details.
Okay, why don't you read off what your additional details were? When I
Read
came,
them
by the way,
off.
in good faith, I even said please, based. I even said
Well,
please.
no. You're so good with the videos and adding things. Why don't you add our conversation in?
It's your claim.
What is my claim?
Your claim is
you-
that your claim is that I backed out of this debate. Prove it.
You did.
Then prove it.
Okay. So we'll get up the final screenshot, or you want all the screenshots, or you just want me to read it to you?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. All right. So you asked, do you have details on the upcoming debate so I can plan accordingly? I said, yes, I do.
And then you said what?
And
Continue.
then I said, can I get a please and thank you?
And then continue from there.
Yeah, I know how to read. Well, I can't participate in a debate if you don't give any details, day, time, where, then I'll happily thank you.
So now, hang on. Let's stop there for a second. So, because this is a point of contention, I agree. Does it sound reasonable for a guy who you say you want to debate to reach out to you and ask you for additional details of the debate, which I did, said please when you asked, okay, and then said, can you please give me the additional details? Because if I don't have this requisite information, I cannot, it's impossible for me to do this debate. And you responded with?
That I arrive in Michigan on the 28th at 10:45 a.m. That was
And
the first
continue,
one.
continue. You said all this at once.
Upon my arrival, I require a box of chocolates, organic preferably, as well as a welcome gift. Is that
Continue.
not reasonable? Okay,
Continue.
here we go. I also require a tuna BLT on sourdough, no excessive mayo. Around 1:30 p.m., our debate will commence. Once I win, around 2:15 mark, we'll celebrate my victory. Balloons are fine, but no need for a piñata unless you're feeling the need to let out some aggression safely. After that, we'll go on the hunting trip you had mentioned earlier.
Now, does that
I'll
sound?
hold the ammo.
Yeah. Now,
and,
Base, does that sound like
lastly,
it's
I'll take
good
the
faith?
guest bedroom, and Glenn can take the couch.
Now, which one of us do you think sounded good faith in that exchange, and which one do you think sounded bad faith in that exchange?
So
Be
did
honest.
Did you have an issue with anything that I mentioned?
Well, yeah, based, I literally told you my issue before you even sent the response. I said, listen, if you don't give me the requisite information, like saying in Michigan doesn't mean anything. That's like saying in the ocean. Okay. Great. Well, where's your boat going to be? In the ocean?
I don't know. Where's your house at?
Okay.
How would I know?
Bro, you didn't even ask. The details that I asked you and
So
requested.
you asked me to ask you? That was
No,
your
bro,
point?
I just asked you for basic requisite information.
Okay, so I should have asked you to ask me. Like that's
If
what's
there was
going on?
if there was some points of clarification you needed, when I reach out to somebody, here's how normal people do things, right? Like any regular good faith person. I know you wouldn't know this, even though I've set up
No,
hundreds.
you're the expert. Clearly.
Yeah, I do. I set up hundreds of debates, hundreds. And they all seem to go off without a hitch, except the one that happened in person with you, because when I reached out to get requisite information that was required, you decided to troll. You're like, nope, fuck you, not going to give you any information.
Well, I was
absolutely
speaking to you in your
refuse.
language, Andrew.
Trolling is my language?
Yeah, that's
What have
your
I trolled?
ultimate
What have I?
language.
I'm sorry. What have I trolled about? I got clear terms for the debate from you that you
Well,
demanded.
hold on. You asked me a question. What did you troll about?
Yeah, what am I
don't know.
trolling about?
One could say you were trolling when you said to Glenn that he will be a neutral, fair moderator and he will stay in your house and eat your sandwiches and go hunting with you. One could have
Bro.
said that's a troll, or
Bro.
that was bad faith. Which
Bro,
one was it,
You're
Andrew?
fucking.
Which one?
You're fucking the
Which one?
moderator, bro. You're fucking the moderator, and you're worried about me being bad faith in my moderator selection.
Oh, so now this debate is about my penis.
No, the debate is just to say that if you're concerned about Glenn being biased, how in the world can you do that when you agreed to that moderator and you're fucking this moderator and I agreed, and you don't think that's bias?
I'm not going to answer that wild claim, but I will say, Andrew, that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you asked me to point out your trolling, and here I go pointing out your trolling.
It's not trolling.
And the only thing you can come back
You
with
agreed
is,
to him
what are you
being a
doing
mod.
with your dick?
Bro,
Okay.
you agreed that he would be the mod.
Yes,
that
I
can't,
did agree.
Then,
I did agree.
Then how's it bad faith?
You asked me where the trolling comes in.
Yeah, how's that trolling if you agree?
Well, okay, then maybe it was bad faith. Maybe you're
How is
correct.
it bad faith if you agree?
Telling somebody that you're going to go hunting with them the day after the debate? I don't
Yeah,
know,
why is
Andrew.
that a problem?
That's kind of strange.
Okay,
No, no,
see
no.
this-
No, no,
see
no,
this
no.
moderator?
Good point, Andrew. Have you ever asked any of your other moderators to go hunting with you or stay
Yeah.
at your house?
Yeah, in fact, Pedro
Oh, that's
would be one.
regular.
Zen
Okay.
Shapiro comes over often, all the time, in fact. He's been to my house, I think, at least 4 times. We've been out shooting multiple times. Fuck, Chase Haggard, he's done moderation. Same thing. He's welcome to come over anytime that they want. Why is that a problem, Base?
No problem. All right, so clearly it
So,
wasn't
wait,
a troll
I
when
thought
you
it was
said
trolling
that, right?
5 seconds ago. Why is that a problem?
Well, I
Base?
said it was either trolling or bad faith.
Well, how is it bad faith?
Well, the idea of, it's fine, Andrew. I'll
No,
give
no,
you
it's
that
not
one.
fine. I want an answer to the question. How
No,
is
that's
it
fine.
bad faith?
No. You know what? I'm sure
Let's move
everyone
it on.
thinks
Let's
that
move
it's
it on. Yeah, yeah.
perfectly good faith when you set
Okay,
those
bro,
things out.
you
So you're
said it's
saying
bad
that my
faith.
answer to you was not okay because I didn't answer the specific place in Michigan that we would have this debate at.
Well, no,
right?
you just didn't give me anything. You just said I'm going to land in Michigan. That doesn't tell me anything. What does that mean?
So
That
then
means
wouldn't
nothing.
a normal, reasonable person respond back with, well, where in particular, what city?
A normal,
cetera?
reasonable person would never in a million years respond with, I want a fucking tuna sandwich, a box of chocolates, and balloons. That's not what a reasonable person responds to.
I never. Well, I
Yeah,
did
that
ask for
is what you
balloons.
said. And the thing is that no, that was bad faith trolling. And so it was beyond obvious at that point that you were not coming out on the 18th. It was beyond obvious that you were not going to pay for Glenn Lawrence. You had said multiple times that you were not going to pay, even though you had agreed to do it. So, as far as I was concerned, you threw the debate.
So you're just gonna lie?
That's not a lie. That's factually what happened.
It is a lie because
Then
you
prove
cut
it.
off communication. And it had
Bro,
nothing to
there's-
do with Glenn Lawrence.
there's
It had to do
nothing-
with
There's
you
no more
didn't like my
communication to be had.
response,
There's
right?
no
You
more
didn't like my
communication to be had.
response.
If you don't give me basic details about a debate, I can't show up to it.
Right. And
Yeah,
if
that's
you
right.
block me, I can't show up to it, can I?
You could have given me the details long before I blocked you.
And you could have not blocked me to allow
I don't
me to
need
give
why.
You the
Wait,
details.
just the details. You just didn't give them to me. Why would I
Well,
just
gave
assume
you,
that that was
I
good
gave you
faith?
some, right? I gave you an idea of when I
No,
would be
you didn't.
landing.
You just trolled.
Gave you an idea of what time
No,
we would be
all
debating.
all you did was troll. That's it.
That's your story, and you're sticking.
No,
to
that's
it.
what you did. You trolled, and so I was like, okay, if you're just going to troll, you throw the debate. Fuck off. I don't have time for it, Based. I don't have time.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But you had time to be up till 5, 6 a.m. arguing with idiots, as you put it.
Well, just so you understand, I worked third shift almost my entire life. Now, I don't know if you know this. What do you think third shift entails? What do you think the time frame for third shift is? Would that be day or night?
Night, morning.
Night, yeah, nighttime. Right, exactly.
That's
So
amazing.
me staying up to 6 o'clock in the morning is like, what I've done for basically 20 fucking years, Base.
While drinking, you do that at work
No, but when I'm not working, sometimes I'll drink. Yeah.
to the point that you're slurring your words. At
What does
4
that
a.m.
have to-
arguing with
Bro,
idiots, as
bro,
you put it? Well, no. You wanted to.
why is
draw
this problematic?
You wanted to draw this parallel.
Yeah,
to
why
you
is it
working.
problematic for me to have a good time on stream? Why is that a problem for you?
That's a good time. Chain smoking and drinking. To
Yeah, it's a great
inebriation,
time.
That's a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time. What's the problem?
Right. And family is the most important thing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember how you said that my wife had veneers? And then you said he's supposedly a family man. Why did you say my wife had veneers?
That's what she put on her Twitter that I recall. No.
No. Why don't you pull it up, Base? Because you just told another lie.
Why don't you pull it
And
up?
you also said, well, I have the clip. Do you want to hear the clip?
The clip of me saying it, which I've already said that. I
Yeah,
said.
and you also said that
What
there
is
was
the point of
no.
that?
You also said that there was no medical reason for her to have gotten that done. No discernible medical reason, right, Base?
Okay, was there?
No, prove it. I want you to prove
No,
that there was no
prove it.
discernible.
Well,
yeah.
I was looking at what she said about.
So
it,
you
and
have no proof?
So she was lying.
Lying about what?
I was saying what she said. No,
What did she say? Do you even remember?
No, I don't remember.
You
quote
don't remember
unquote,
what she said.
that she had gotten new teeth and recommended this dentist. Okay.
And do you know who paid for him?
No, I guess it came from a Sky Ferry.
Yeah, do you know
Andrew.
who? Well, it could have come from, I don't know, somebody doing a pro bono too, right?
Oh, sure. Could have.
Well, it could have come from any number of different arenas, right, Base?
Could have. Yeah.
Yeah. Then why
reasonable
did
doubt.
you? Then why did you say that I paid for him, Base? Why'd you say that?
So you didn't pay for them.
Why did you say that, Base?
So you didn't pay for
Why
them.
are you answering a question with a question? Answer the question.
Because it's reasonable.
Why is it reasonable?
Why not? You're the
It's
husband
totally
and the
it's bro,
provider, as you
it's
put it, no?
totally unreasonable. But let's assume for a second that we just went with your line of logic, which is totally unreasonable. How would me paying for my wife to have caps put on her teeth, how would that make me not a family man?
I don't know that anyone said it wouldn't.
Well, here's the clip. Inside this clip, what you specifically said is he claims to reject materialism, be some kind of family man.
Well, isn't that
But
what
then
you've
his
done?
wife bought veneers. Then
No,
he got
isn't
his.
that what
Then
you've
he got
done?
his. Hang on. Then he got his wife veneers. He got her veneers. Why in the world, even if that was true, would that mean that I wasn't interested in my family's well-being base? That makes no
Okay,
sense.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to answer now.
Okay.
So, chain smoking, drinking to inebriation on a regular basis, staying
Yeah.
up to 4 a.m. to argue with idiots, right? Apparently,
Mhm.
and doing things that seem to focus on materialism goes against what you have said, right? In exchange with Wes Watson.
Okay, prove it.
Prove that you poisoning yourself is not adding to your family.
Yeah, what does that mean, poisoning myself?
2 packs of cigarettes a day, something like that. That would seem
Okay,
like poisoning.
so are you saying that people don't smoke their entire lives and have no health ramifications from it at all?
Am I saying that people smoke their whole lives and don't have health ramifications? No,
Are you
I'm
saying
not
that-
saying that.
Are you saying that that's not true, that people can't smoke their entire lives, have no health ramifications at all?
So you're asking
Answer
if
my
the
question, please.
exception to the rule, in case there's some people who have done what you're describing,
Yeah.
that the exception to the rule makes the rule, Andrew?
I didn't say that. I asked you a question. Can you answer it?
Is there anyone who has smoked their whole life without health ramifications?
Yeah.
No, there is not.
Okay, good. Prove it.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that drinking cyanide is bad, Andrew.
Well, I don't understand. I can. Would you like me to prove that drinking cyanide is bad?
Sure.
Okay. So it looks like cyanide at X dose is a lethal poison which will kill you. This is from WebMD. Looks like about 0.2 milligrams will do you in.
Hmm.
Do you agree, or do you think that WebMD maybe is full of shit?
No, that sounds right.
Yeah,
But
that does
does
sound
that
right.
prove that nobody has not died of
That's your claim.
cyanide?
I don't know.
Does
That's your
that prove
claim.
that? Well, no. That was actually what you asked me.
I didn't make
has
any
nobody
claim about
smoked
cyanide.
cigarettes their whole life
Mhm.
and not had health ramifications?
Yeah, so let's just back up. You claimed nobody has. That's a hell of a claim. Can you
Yeah.
back it up?
Yeah, sure.
Then do it.
Because cigarettes
Mhm.
and all of the chemicals inside of them,
Mhm.
if they don't subtract from the longevity of your life, that would be the quantity, then they most certainly affect the quality of one's life.
For everybody?
Via for everyone, Andrew.
Then prove
including
it.
Animals.
Then prove it.
Okay, so we'll go to WebMD and then we can do this the same, right?
Yeah.
Because we're taking it to WebMD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, according to WebMD, smoking is the leading preventable cause of death in the United States, killing over 480,000 people each year.
Okay.
Smoking can cause many problems, including heart disease, lung disease, cancer, risk of stroke, conditions that lead to blindness, type 2 diabetes, miscarriage, and premature delivery.
Okay. For everybody? Whoever smoked?
Yeah.
So what if you smoke pipe? Is that the same thing?
Smoke pipe
Yeah, smoke a pipe.
of what?
I don't know.
Crack?
Tobacco. Yeah, tobacco.
Okay, tobacco.
Mhm.
Is it natural tobacco or is it cigarette tobacco with
Cigarette.
Well,
I don't know.
well, it's a
cigarette
big
tobacco.
difference, Andrew, right? With
Yeah, let's
hundreds
just
of
say
chemicals.
cigarette. Let's just say cigarette tobacco.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what would the distinction be?
Oh, I'm just curious. I'm just asking you. Like, there's nobody who's ever smoked their whole life with no negative health ramifications. I just want to make sure that we're clear on that, and that you're going to prove that claim.
Yeah, cigarettes. I know this is very complicated. I know it's probably blowing your mind, but cigarettes does in fact cause health problems for people who use them regularly.
It also increases gut motility.
Really?
Yeah. Also increases gut
that's
motility.
Interesting. So
increases
does that
mental
benefit?
sharpness.
Does that purported benefit outweigh the detrimental effects of smoking
Well,
cigarettes?
it did for me. I quit, and my doctor told me I needed to start again or I'd die.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your doctor's an idiot. What else does that prove?
You think he's an idiot? That I would have expired?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a doctor who tells you to smoke cigarettes is an idiot.
Okay, well, let's see if he's an idiot or not. I had a communicable disease that I picked up at a meatpacking plant that has a 40% lethality rate. 40 fucking percent. It attacks the digestive system. Okay, it was a huge problem for me about 2.5 years ago. I talked about it a bit. Right? It was not fun. Well, about 3.5 years ago. I'm sorry. It was not fun for me. It sucked real bad. Okay. And I had quit smoking. But the thing is that my gut motility had slowed down so much that this could have, in fact, been lethal for me. My doctor literally told me, do not quit smoking. If your gut motility slows down too much, you can always quit later. Right? But this disease could kill you.
So, question for you. When he said you should smoke, what is it about smoking that apparently is good for you?
It increased my gut motility.
No. I understand that point. I'm asking chemically. Is it the nicotine? Is it the tobacco itself? Is it inhaling tar? What part of smoking cigarettes is actually good for you?
Well, often the nicotine and some of the additives which are put in are good for you. Yeah.
Like arsenic, rat poison, or
some of those are bad for you, but they have various effects on different people.
Okay. Well, if nicotine is the primary, I'm not sure if it is the primary, but if it is, then why not get all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff?
We tried it. Yeah, we tried it. It was funny. I tried chew. I tried everything over the counter I could. I tried nicotine patches. I tried Nicorette gum, and my gut motility wasn't moving anywhere. Interestingly enough, I went and smoked a pack of cigarettes, and yeah, it started to enable gut motility. It was a real bad time. It wasn't fun.
All right. I'm not going to say anything bad about that. I'm glad that,
Well, are you sure, Base? Because before I was killing myself, right?
Well, I don't completely agree with you, but you're making that claim, and I'll accept it if
that is the
I'm
claim
not going to
because
interview
that's what
your
happened.
doctor. I'm not going to interview your doctor.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what happened.
I'm not so sure that he said to smoke 2 packs of Marlboros or whatever.
He said what he said is that it's far better for you to smoke as much as is necessary to get your gut motility up. If you quit smoking now, you're probably going to die.
Yeah.
And
there's no other ways to affect your gut motility.
We tried everything.
Probiotics. You tried all of them.
The probiotics we tried, and tried them to very little result. Same thing when I was taking raw foods. We were trying everything we could possibly try. It was a miserable condition. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even wish it on an idiot like you.
That's right, because I'm not your worst enemy.
You're just an idiot.
To your friend.
You're not my friend.
With that said, well, I'm just saying I'm probably closer too. At least somebody being honest with you. I'm not so sure about your doctor, but based on that claim, it sounds like you're missing the biggest grift. Cigarette commercials, Andrew. Think about it.
Okay, so anyway, your next claim that I'm a liar and a grifter, unless you're going to claim that I lied about that too. Do you want to make the claim that I lied about what I just said?
Your health, out of respect, I'll leave your health condition and apparently what your doctor told you alone. But if you want to dig deeper into it, did the doctor say, yeah, you need a pint of whiskey each night too?
No, but I don't drink a pint of whiskey each night.
Okay.
In fact, I don't drink whiskey at all, really, ever. I don't think I've drank any. I don't think I've drunk
Obviously,
any
that was
this
a
entire
placeholder.
Year. Yeah. Well, how often do you think I drink beer per week?
I don't know, but it seems that each time I've run into you on the panels, you've been intoxicated.
Am I drinking right now?
Doesn't seem like it.
Am I intoxicated right now?
Doesn't seem like it.
No, well, that's interesting.
You're
how
welcome,
often,
by the way.
By the way, how often do you run into me on panels?
Probably a couple times a week I see you on a panel.
Yeah, so sometimes you'll see me. You'll see me over talking with Grid One or talking to some of these guys when they invite me on their panels. So so here's what actually happens. See?
Okay, go on.
And this is where you fuck everything up because you don't know what you're talking about. What happens is I get requests every single day from dozens and dozens of different channels who request me to go on their channel all the time. Grid One happens to be one who sends me a link almost every evening. Same thing goes over to Speakeasy. He sends me a link almost every single evening. Okay. So what happens is sometimes I'll get these links. It'll be 2:30 in the morning when I'm relaxing in my home. And when I'm relaxing in my home, I'm not planning on working, not planning on streaming. So I have a couple of drinks. Okay. These guys drop a link and say, hey, you want to pop on and hang out for a little while? I say, sure. Now I'm relaxing and I'm doing them a favor. Why is it bad for me to be relaxing in my home, having a couple of drinks in my off time, and then help a guy out on their stream? Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, well, as far as I do
If I may,
appreciate
for just a moment, gentlemen, I just want to kind of bring us back around just for a quick moment and then base back to you. So we have kind of drifted the topics a little bit across the board. That's fine with me. I'm going to allow you guys to do whatever you need to do, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention that you are kind of off track a little bit and kind of going in different directions. But as long as you both are still okay with going in that direction and talking the talk, I'm going to sit back and shut up. Thank you.
Yeah, so with that said, I didn't say that was the only time I've seen you drinking, right? I'm not making the argument that drinking anything is bad. I'm not making the argument that I never drink.
Well, how
I am, however,
often am I allowed to?
Well, you're interrupting me now, Andrew.
I just want to know how often I'm allowed to.
Are you done? I'm making the argument that your excessive drinking, as I've seen it, not just in the panelverse, but as well as on your own extravaganzas, that sort of thing, drinking at noon, whatever.
When's the last time I did an extravaganza?
To the point of intoxication.
Great. When's the last time
you're slurring your words and clearly a little bit lost.
How often do you get intoxicated?
I mean, I would say never that I get intoxicated.
Ever?
Having a few drinks, I'd say a couple times a month.
Yeah. How often do you have a few drinks and maybe you slur a little bit?
Slur? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I do.
You're just one drink away? You never do it? You have perfect moderation every single time?
No, I don't think anyone is perfect, Andrew.
Okay,
That's
great.
not the argument. The
So
argument is
thing
not
is, how much am I allowed to drink per month?
Well, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but I
Andrew.
mean, when you say that this is excessive, your word is excessive. What does that mean? What does excessive mean? I haven't done a trash talk extravaganza in like 35 or 40 days. Okay, that's one. Two, when I'm on these panels, most of the time I nurse the same beer for 8 fucking hours. Like, what are you even talking about, man?
Sure.
Show the proof.
Here's the thing. You know,
show the
and
proof
I
of how
know.
much I drink.
Sure.
You know and I know is not an argument. You know and I know that he knows that I don't know what you don't know.
Sure.
Show the proof.
You done?
Yeah, show the proof.
Okay. So next point, multiple debates, as with Dillahunt.
So wait, I just want to back up. Did you? Are you saying you don't have any proof for your earlier claim that I drank to excess?
Yeah. I didn't take screenshots. I didn't, line up a bunch of voice recordings of you slurring or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not here to prove your alcoholism, Andrew. That's not the duty of this.
Well, then
debate.
why are you saying that I drank to excess? And that's one of your criticisms, but you're here with no proof.
Well, hold on. Didn't you just admit that you do?
No.
No, you didn't?
No. In fact, I don't
okay.
think I do. I don't think I drink to excess. I don't know where you got that fucking idea.
Oh, okay. So it's all within moderation.
Can you show the proof of me drinking to excess? I have a couple drinks a week. A week. Can you show the proof otherwise?
And you believe your own bullshit. That's great.
Okay, hang on. You know what? You can literally win this debate right here, right now, and destroy me if you can just show proof.
Okay, next point. Multiple debates, as with Dillahunty and the Ashley Alex debate, is that mid-debate you make the claim that you didn't know what the debate topic was.
I'm trying to remember
the Dillahunty debate and the one with Ashley and
No,
Alex.
that claim was never made in the Dillahunty debate.
Really?
Really?
So you didn't say during the Dillahunty debate, oh, I thought the topic was something else.
No,
and then
in fact,
you looked behind you and said, oh, see?
The opposite. The opposite. You got it all fucked up, man. I don't know. How did you, I don't know how you fucked this up. So here's what actually happened. What actually happened is someone in the audience said, when they were coming up for the Q&A, said, I can see the debate topic behind you and you were off topic. And I said, no. That was not the debate topic. and it wasn't. And you can go on a modern day debate and you can see the debate topic for yourself. They had a betting crew who was there for that debate. And the betting crew, because they were taking bets on this live, they put that topic up there under the betting crew. That's what happened. The actual debate that we agreed to, that's never been in any sort of contention. There was some confusion that happened because that audience member said that, and then that was behind us on the panel, but that was due to a third-party betting crew who came in and put that up as part of like I don't know what it was. James, they were like helping fund James or something like that. And they wanted to advertise because this was a big debate. And so they did. And so they had that up there. The guy asked, we told him exactly, we clarified it right then and there. Right then and there, it was clarified. And you can go to the channel right this second and you can see the title for yourself.
Okay. And same thing with the Ashley Alex debate.
With the PWF debate, you got to remind me some of the particulars.
It was something about red pill, I think.
You don't even know. You don't know the particulars.
Yeah. I don't remember the name. It's not important.
Well, I mean, if you don't know the particulars, I don't know how I can answer.
Well, did you not say during the debate that you didn't know, that you were told it was something else? And then Ashley made a whole video showing that you didn't know what the debate topic was.
The reason I remember what happened with the Dillahunty debate is because it was a huge debate. It was a massive debate. It was seen by hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of people, covered by endless amounts of channels. So I was invested in that. The PWF debate, to be honest with you, it wasn't really a very big deal debate to me. It was a favor debate. The reason that this favor debate happened is because Ashley had reached out. She wanted someone to do the debate, and I had considered her a friend, so I was willing to help her out with this debate. But I don't remember all of the particulars of it.
Okay. Next, moving on. Examples of grifting. You representing your channel as what I've referred to as a Christ pill sect of Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity. When it comes to many of your debate,
back up. Can you tell me what that means?
What
is a Christ? Well, I don't understand what you're saying. A Christ pill sect of Orthodox Christianity means what?
Yeah. So Christ pill would be the idea of a religious affiliation to your mission, and the sect.
What mission?
SECT.
Wait, what mission?
I'm going to explain.
Okay.
Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity, when it comes to many of your debates and appearances on Fresh and Fit, whatever podcast, etc., when it comes to your speaking points and community cultivation, i.e., fighting back against degeneracy, restoring Christianity in America, making references to the Bible, Christ, God in debates and discussion, such as with Wes Watson, for example, quote, as Christ said himself, unquote. And then anytime that I've seen you get pushback on some of your speaking points as pertains to the Christ pill that I'm outlining, that your response is, I'm just an entertainer. So on one end, you're giving the perception to your community, the people that pay you with super chats, with watching your streams, etc., that they are fighting back against degeneracy by being involved with the Crucible crew, as well as supporting through super chats, etc. But then whenever you're pushed back on any speaking points, it turns into, well, no, I'm just a debater, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm just
I gotta back up and get a few things clarified here.
Sure.
First of all, are you saying that and I just want to make sure that I get these numbers right, the almost 4,000 live viewers in my chat right now are all fucking stupid?
No, I highly doubt they're all fucking stupid.
Do you think that just all of the ones who send in super chats are all fucking stupid?
No, not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Do you think that the people who watch and are my fans and watch tons and tons and oodles and boodles of my content don't understand what it is that I'm about? So what you're doing is you're making...
No, that's exactly right there.
You're making a category error. And the category error is a word concept fallacy. Here's the word concept fallacy. Okay, I am an entertainer. There's no doubt that I'm an entertainer. There's no doubt that I do a lot of political debates and that they're very fucking entertaining. And that's why tons and tons of people come out to watch them, because they're really fucking entertaining. The reason there's 4,000 people watching right now, it's not because of you, right? You suck and are boring as shit. You are boring, Oracle. Nobody has come out to watch you because you suck. They're all here to watch me because I don't suck. I am an entertainer. Objectively, I'm an entertainer. I don't know where you
I
get this
agree.
idea
You
that I'm
are
not.
an egomaniac. I totally agree with you.
How
but
is that ego?
That's not the
Wait,
point.
Is this ego to say that none of these people who are on this channel
Your ad
right this
hominem
second,
is basis of your ego.
that's not ego,
Right? I'm
that's
a
just
terrible
true.
entertainer, and you're the best. Oh, that's
You are,
objectively
bro.
true.
Well then, bro,
That's
tell me.
objectively
Yeah,
true.
it must
Okay.
be.
And
Why
what
is
the
it? Why
metric?
is it that
No,
you
no,
don't
hold
have
on,
anybody
Andrew.
to entertain?
What is the metric to
Well,
show
here
that?
I can tell you this. Okay.
So you're not going to answer.
Yeah, I'm going to answer. So here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that in a normal live stream of mine, somewhere between 12 and 25,000 people come through one of those live streams. That's somewhere akin to every single airplane in the sky of the United States is filled to the brim. That would be a representation of my audience. You couldn't fill 4 seats. You couldn't fill 8 seats on one of those aircraft. Now, hang on. And you're worried. Your concern is whether or not I'm an entertainer and you're not an entertainer. I think that that's pretty objective, honestly.
Well, I do appreciate your straw man of my argument, Andrew. That is delightful. But with that said, there's plenty of entertainers, as you would put it, with far more reach than you have, right? Just like you have far more reach.
And I agree
than
that they're
have.
entertainers. I agree they're good
Now,
entertainers.
the reach in and of itself is not a problem, right? As neither is the money. The question is, are you actually delivering to your audience what you're selling?
Yeah, what am I selling?
Well, I just outlined it for you. Were you
Yeah,
not
I don't know,
listening?
but I don't know what any of that means. So here's what I'll acknowledge.
Okay.
Here's what I can acknowledge that I sell. If you go to the crucible.video, I sell access to a video site for my content. Can you show a single person who's been victimized and makes the claim that they have not gotten their membership that they've paid for to that website? I also sell merchandise. Hey, can you show me a single victim who's paid me for merchandise who has not received it? A single victim of these things that I physically sell. Any? Can you show me one?
Yeah, again, this false dichotomy that you would have to not deliver the physical goods that you're selling on your website.
That's what you just said.
Has really nothing to do with my
You
argument.
just said that whatever it
it's
is
a
I'm selling, I'm not delivering.
misrepresentation, Andrew. I didn't say that you're not fulfilling anything to your audience.
And what am I
I said that
missing
you're
here?
misrepresenting.
Misrepresenting
Let me
what?
ask you, what do you think the crucible means, Andrew?
The reason that we use the imagery for the crucible was because I really enjoyed the book, The Crucible. The imagery all comes from that book, which is about witch hunts. It was an interesting book, but it really has nothing to do with the witch hunts. I just really like the imagery. And I thought that the channel was a badass name. I thought The Crucible was a badass name for a channel. It was easy to remember. I had about 100 of them. I picked The Crucible. I've explained this story many times. The imagery for The Crucible came from that book, The Crucible.
Does it have a religious affiliation?
No.
No, really.
Yeah, really.
So you're going to lie here and say that the Crucible does not have a religious affiliation?
I don't know how many times I have said live that this is not a religious channel. There are atheists.
No, you've said that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the lie.
So I don't
I'm asking
understand.
you a simpler question.
How is it a lie? Can you
does the
demonstrate it's a
Crucible-
lie?
Well, the Crucible does have a biblical context, right? Referring to the situation of severe trial or a place or occasion.
Yeah,
of
but that's
severe
not
test or trial.
that's okay. But
Oh,
words
but
have
that has
different
nothing to do with
meanings.
your channel.
It doesn't. I just
Okay.
explained. Okay, so wait a second. The imagery on my channel, where do you think that comes from?
Well, I didn't ask you about the
Yeah, I
imagery,
know, but
Andrew.
I'm making a great point here so that you can
think you
understand.
are.
Different,
You think you are.
different. Words have different meanings across the
Agreed.
board. They have different meanings.
Sure.
We not one time referenced anything about the Bible when it came to the name of the channel, The Crucible. And here's my proof. And I can demonstrate this. You can go back to all of my earliest interviews, which are still on this channel, okay, where people have asked me about the name of the channel, the imagery for the channel, and I've explained this to them many, many, many times that the imagery from the channel came from this book, that we thought that the name was really cool, and that was it. It had nothing to do with the Bible.
Well, I'm
Here,
glad
hang
you
on,
have
now,
good
hang on.
practice with the
I just
grip.
explained this to you, so let me ask you a counter question. I just answered yours. Can you prove at all, I mean at all, that anything that is related to the Crucible was chosen because it came out of the Bible?
I can show that the Crucible does in fact have a biblical
Well, what would that have
religious
to do with my
affiliation.
channel? Why would that have
Well,
anything to do
because
with
your
my
channel is named the Crucible. It's
So
not
is
that
the-
deep, Andrew.
Okay, well, here's
You
Okay,
can't just admit
so
it. You can't just be like, yes,
this
there is some religious affiliation.
I'm going to show
can't
you.
Just say that.
I can't because it would be a lie. So here, I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you again. If you type in The Crucible on YouTube, there's also a channel about the Marine Corps. That's one of the top that comes up. It's about the Marine Corps, and it's called The Crucible. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It's a channel about Marines and their training. That's all it's about. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Are you saying that that's a biblical channel?
Well, I would actually. Well, that's a few different questions there. So, as far as I did the Crucible, right? That's a Marine Corps reference. I completed the Crucible.
Yeah.
With that said, I would, I haven't done deep research on it, but I would guess there is some religious affiliation to the Crucible being implemented by the Marine Corps.
Yeah, but are you're not religious, and you did the Crucible.
Yeah, that's true.
So then I don't understand how it would have anything to. Clearly, they're not relating this to the Bible because they're not relating this to the Bible. My channel, I just told you, my channel name has nothing to do with the Bible. You can say that there's things in the Bible that talk about the Crucible. What would that have to do with my channel? That's a word concept fallacy. You're saying because in this meaning here, it means this. That must mean on your channel, it also means that. That makes no sense.
Well, Andrew, you realize, like, for instance, in a court of law, some things that we can't know, for instance, the state of somebody's mind, what's entered into evidence is called circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, so
right?
give me the circumstantial.
If we look at the circumstantial evidence here, is that you have made many claims to, for instance, converting Brian of the whatever podcast.
Never claimed I converted Brian.
Oh, really? So you didn't claim on Glenn Lawrence's stream, hey, guess who is now converting to Eastern Orthodox Christianity?
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay. You didn't have that clip pulled up, right?
Yeah, well, I actually do have that clip. But I can tell you.
Want to pull it up?
I can tell you exactly what happened. Yeah, I'll ask Brian to send it right now. What actually happened was this. Brian, out of the blue, while we were on the show live, right, he said, listen, what's really weird, after listening to hours and hours and hours of Andrew arguing, right, that's actually brought me closer to the idea that maybe there is a foundational, thing to all of this. And if I had to choose a religion, I would choose Orthodoxy.
Thank you for proving my point.
And I was like, dude, that's fucking amazing. Like, I thought that was amazing. That was great.
It's amazing. Thank you for proving my point.
What was your point?
That is amazing.
What's the point?
Well, you were just attributed, according to what you said, Brian's converting with you.
Why does that have anything to do with me?
That's not just said it had something to do with you.
It's not me purposely making him do anything.
Oh, it was accidentally.
That was not my intent to convert Brian. No, he just happened to listen to the arguments, and I guess he came to that, and he announced it, and I was as blown away as everybody.
Did you claim that you were the reason or part of the reason that Brian converted, or said he was?
No. Brian said that, and then I said that Brian said that.
I'm asking,
and I just told you. No, I said Brian said that this is because of you. It blew me away.
Okay, so going back to Glenn Lawrence's stream, when you hopped in to make the announcement right before our little pre-debate scuffle, and you asked, who do you think that's because of? Referencing yourself.
Yeah, because Brian said it was because of me.
Right.
So what?
Okay, have you made the claim also that you have helped convert OnlyFans girls?
Brian from whatever is literally in the chat right now, and he says in big bold letters, I claimed it. I claimed it.
Yes,
are you saying that
initially claimed it? I agree.
He claimed
I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that he claimed it.
He claimed that was due to me. You're disputing
that you then claimed it.
No, he claimed it, and I claimed that he claimed that I was responsible for it. Yes.
I like your word linguistics. It's very good.
Well, tell me where I'm wrong.
But the point of it is that you were attributed with being part of the reason that Brian converted due to your promotion of Christianity.
Let's try this. Okay, since I answered your questions here, see if you can answer some of mine. Let's assume for a second. Let's assume for a second that you're a guy and you like to eat vanilla ice cream. Okay, you just like it. You like vanilla ice cream. You think it's delicious, and you go to an ice cream store and you buy an ice cream cone of vanilla ice cream. And you're walking down the street and you're licking the ice cream cone, and a little girl comes by and he's like, man, that looks fucking delicious. I'm going to go get some ice cream. And you know what? That's because of you. And so she goes and she gets some ice cream, and you tell your friends, man, this little girl came by and said, because of me, she's going to go get some ice cream. Does that mean that your intention was to get her to eat vanilla ice cream, dude?
Does that necessarily
Answer my
mean
question.
that? The answer, well,
Answer my question.
I'm answering it more fully because you didn't fully form it. Does that necessarily mean that it's 100% attributed to you? No, obviously not. And nobody made the claim that it is.
It would be 100% attributed to you. But that's not my question. That's why I'm asking you to answer my question. My question is, does that mean that your intention was to get people to eat vanilla ice cream?
Again, not necessarily.
No.
But it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. But I'm telling you, no, I never made that claim. I'm telling you who made the claim.
Okay, so let me ask you the question here. Would you have the intention for Brian to convert? Would you rather have the intention that he does or not?
You mean if he was going to convert to Christianity, would I prefer it was Orthodoxy? Yeah.
That's not really my question. My question is, if you were the person to be the catalyst for that, would you want that to be the case, or would you prefer that he doesn't convert?
I don't understand the question.
Well, if it's a binary, Andrew, that either he doesn't convert or he does, and it's because of you.
Oh, yeah. If the only reason he would convert was because of me, then yeah, I'd prefer that.
Okay. So you would prefer to convert people to Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity or whatever sect, right?
Yeah. If they want to convert to Christianity.
So why are you trying to push yourself away from it?
Well, I'm not pushing myself away from it. So here's your multitude of claims. Claim one. You are running some type of religious channel. I'm clearly not. Never have. Never marketed myself that way. By the way, had several discussions with my priest about this. Okay, where we've discussed, look, I don't want to have a religious channel, though I am Orthodox, right? There's plenty of Orthodox apologists, and I think that they're far more skilled than I am in relaying Orthodox messaging. I don't want to do a religious channel. I'm a political debater, and that's where I hang my hat. I've talked about this ad nauseum. I'm not running some conversion campaign. I never have. Now, a side effect of me speaking is a lot of people seem to want to convert to Orthodoxy. Great. I have no problem with that.
And that's
the intention, but the intention of the channel is not. That's a side effect, not the intent.
So what is it a side effect of? I know that you mentioned your political
It's a side
pundit.
effect of me. It's a side effect of my arguments, and it's a side effect of the grounding foundation of my epistemology, likely that moves people that direction.
No problem. So couldn't we say then, Andrew, that part of what your channel does is promote Christianity?
No, that's what I do, not the channel.
Well, do you not appear on your channel? Who else runs your channel if not you?
Well, I have I don't know if you knew this, but there's partners in the Crucible. I don't know why you think that this was a solo operation. That's only recent, by the way, that's even changed. That's the only reason that's even changed. So I don't know where you come up with this idea. For one thing, the Crucible started with me and a guy named Pedro. Pedro was a Calvinist. He was a Calvinist, and I'm an Orthodox. And he would have all sorts of different. He would go live at night all the time to talk about Calvinism and Calvinist beliefs. It's a form of Christianity. Calvinism. It's Protestantism. It has nothing to do with, it's like the opposite of Orthodoxy. So the thing is like he would do that all the time. All the time. There's tons of people who have come on this program who have secular views, all sorts of different views. The Crucible has never been about the promotion of Orthodoxy. That is a side effect, likely, of me debating. But can you explain to me when it is that I've ever declared this to be an Orthodox apologetics channel?
Well, hold on. Nobody has to make a declaration in order to influence. I don't need to make a declaration.
I don't understand. You keep on
about
saying,
my channel in order to make an influence upon the people watching.
You keep on saying that if there's a side effect, of me debating or something like this, okay, and people come to Orthodoxy because I do debates, that means that my intention was to utilize the channel to drive them towards Orthodoxy.
Well, hold on, Andrew. Doesn't Christianity promote the idea of promoting Christianity to others? Wouldn't you be fulfilling your Christian, I don't know, duty by doing so?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I would have to use my entertainment platform to do that.
Well, I agree. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just asking, would that be? So then why would you not want to promote it?
Well within Christian ethics.
Okay,
but my
so
channel
why
has
would you
always
not promote it?
My channel has never been about a singular religion. There's nobody's barred here for being a Calvinist or being anything other than Orthodox.
Have you made argumentation for other religions regularly? Or is it typically just for Christianity? Because I understand that obviously other viewpoints are discussed on your channel. Nobody said that wasn't the case. The topic is whether or not you're promoting it on one end and yet falling back on the other end saying, well, no, I'm just an entertainer.
Okay, so let me give like the best faith interpretation of this I possibly can for the sake of argument, because I'm trying to figure this out, and I think I got it. I think what you're asking me is this, Andrew, because you're an Orthodox Christian and it is your channel, so there's like an ancillary or tangential portion of this, which is going to be a promotion of Orthodoxy, whether you like it or not, essentially. Because if that's the claim, then yeah, I guess I can kind of just agree that that's true, but I'm not really sure what the fuck it means.
Okay, so you promote it incidentally, you're saying. It's not purposely, it's just incidentally you promote it.
I mean, sometimes it could be purposeful. If somebody sends me a super chat and asks me a question about it, I guess that would be purposeful or intentional, but I just don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything.
Well, the way that you're framing it, you can argue that it doesn't have to do with anything, as you are. The way that I'm framing it, that it is an intention, but you're saying, no, it's not an intention. It's just a
well, no,
side
I'm
note,
saying
it's
that
just
maybe,
incidental.
I'm saying maybe it could be, I guess it's an ancillary intention. Sometimes there is some intention behind it, depending on circumstances, but
okay, so why was that so hard to say then, Andrew?
Because I was trying to figure out what the fuck you're even talking about.
Well, I think you knew what I was talking about.
I just I tried my best to give you the best faith interpretation I possibly could, steelmanned your position, and then conceded to any of the points that I thought would be as good faith as possible.
Okay,
and you're still fucking whining.
Nobody's whining about anything, Andrew. So moving on.
Okay, moving on.
I bet those glasses make you see better.